Entertainment Schmig.
And let's start off with not one, but two celebrity deaths this morning. The first, Jerry Weintraub, Hollywood producer, died at the age of 77. He worked with Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley. He did the Oceans remakes with Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
This guy was a legend.
Produced all the Karate Kid films. And his most recent Emmy win was for Behind the Candelabra with Michael Douglas and Matt Damon, the story of Liberace. He had been sick for a while, I guess, and he died at home with his family. 77 years old, though, still young, but way too young. Another celebrity death that we found out about yesterday was Amanda Peterson. You might not remember her name, but you'll remember her big role starring as Cindy Mancini in the film Can't Buy Me Love opposite Patrick Dempsey.
You! Even Bobby thinks we went out. Great, huh? Ha! All of you thought we were a couple. What a joke! Ronald Miller paid me $1,000 to pretend I liked him. What a deal, huh?
43 years old.
You know, I've Googled her in the past because there's some stars that were a big part of your life when you were growing up, and you're like, what happened to them? And she pretty much, after just a few years in Hollywood,
checked out,
called it quits, didn't want to do it anymore.
They said 1994 was the last time she did anything.
Yeah, and she was actually trying to make it as a writer. I'm not sure, books or maybe writing scripts for Hollywood. But she lived in a house that had mold issues. She lived in Colorado. Her dad said that she had sleep apnea and she had been dealing with pneumonia and sinusitis. But really?
Yeah.
Now, pneumonia, I mean, that's pretty heavy-duty stuff, but at 43, easily battled.
Her family hadn't heard from her for a couple days, and they found her dead in her home, but she's also married and has 2 kids. I feel like we haven't gotten to the bottom of this story yet.
Weird.
Yeah. Something's not right, but so sad.
Oh, it really bothered me yesterday. I mean, you know, I don't know a girl my age or younger that didn't want to be Cindy Mancini, drive the Rabbit convertible.
Oh, yeah. And then jump on the back of the riding lawnmower with Donald.
Right.
Ronald.
I wasn't into him then, but he's gotten much better. Who would have thunk?
I know. Patrick Dempsey would have been McDreamy. Okay, now on to some good news. The Women's World Cup final. The numbers are in. 25.4 million people tuned in to watch that game on Sunday.
Not a bandwagon U.S. Women's soccer fan here, okay? I've been with them since like last Thursday. So I'm not like, hey, they won, and now I'm a fan. Okay.
Highest rated soccer match in U.S. television history. My husband and I noted when we drove back home to the East Coast, we stopped in all these little like towns along the way, and
get yourself some drinks.
But more than once, we heard guys that you would not picture as like U.S. Women's World Cup soccer fans. So, like you see those girls. They beat China the other night. That was pretty cool. And then, you know, they're like, oh, yeah.
Where'd you go to Alabama?
Now they're playing Germany. You know, it was just funny overhearing people's conversations. Everybody was into this U.S. women's soccer team. So really exciting. Carly Lloyd, by the way, the big star, scoring 3 goals in Sunday's game. She did not invite her parents or her husband, who's a golf pro, to watch the game. She was like, you're banned from Canada. Because apparently when she won the gold medal in the Olympics, none of her family was there, and she was superstitious.
Oh, wow.
She didn't want any of them there in person. So sorry.
Fine. Yeah. Save me a little cash.
I know.
By the way, when I was watching that game, I don't know about you, Kev. You watched it, didn't you?
No. I did not.
It wasn't even on cable. It was on Fox.
I know. Sarah told me we were up by 4 goals. I said, way to go. I don't need to see this.
Go USA.
Go USA. But I did watch, actually, the German-British game. And how about those Brits?
You watched the Germany-England game?
It was terrible. I broke my heart because they've never beaten Germany. Germany always beats them.
Here's the weird thing. While I was watching that game, he didn't use his hands at all.
More good news for Courtney. Hello Kitty movie in development.
Yeah, it's past my time, I think.
What?
I think it'd be weird.
Oh, that hurts.
Listen, it's not ready for release until
No voice on Hello Kitty. I don't need a voice on Hello Kitty.
2019. Okay, so 4 years from now, my daughter will be 6. You can take her.
Oh, thanks.
2019. What month? let me make a note.
And I
They're
know.
already doing, press, 4 years out. Woo! Can hardly wait.
$240 million budget they're saying on this film.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. They're using
Who's
real
playing Kitty?
cats.
Me. Hello.
That's
Kitty.
weird. This Hello Kitty does not have a voice, right?
Right.
No, she does.
I think she
That's
does.
a Japanese voice. You can't even understand.
I never.
I'll bring you the DVDs.
I don't want to see it.
We have cartoons from the 80s.
My Hello Kitty doesn't speak.
That's because it's a toaster.
It may be a necklace, too.
And on TV tonight, America's Got Talent, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And the 3rd season premiere of Hollywood Game Night on NBC. That's Entertainment Schmig, more at 8:40 and online at y98.com.